Hello my dear friends, hope you all be fine and doing well. Thank you so much for joining me again, and this one is the fifth video of this sequence, the sequence of Scotch gambit opening. So my dear friends, Scotch gambit opening, you are starting by pushing the pawn into e4. This is the line that we should follow in Scotch gambit. So you are opening, pushing the pawn into e5, responding in the same way. So now you are taking your knight, and also your opponent taking the knight also. You are pushing the pawn into d4. You are sacrificing your pawn. So when your friends or your opponent takes your pawn in the center of the board, so you should not take it back with your knight because you have that option. So you are just simply in here doing the base move, and that is taking out your bishop into c4. So from there onwards, my dear friends, from there onwards, this is called Scotch gambit. So Scotch gambit is one of the most famous and well-known openings that most of the chess players, especially grandmasters, playing, and they are winning all the chess games. So therefore I brought you this opening as much as possible. I am explaining all the lines as possible, so you should learn and enhance your chess strategy and chess skills in this field. So therefore my dear friends, please share the videos with your friends and subscribe to channel. And also I'm going to bring you another openings in the other videos after finishing and completing the Scotch gambit, different lines and variations. So my dear friends, in such a situation and in such a position, your opponent has different options and different lines to play. The most famous lines in here is to playing the bishop into h4, and also another one is and c5 also he can play, and also the another one is taking the knight. So therefore you have different options in here. So in the three videos I told you the different lines. In here I am showing you another line that your opponent can play, and how you should respond to his actions, how you should react and how you should respond him in a best way. So in here your opponent is taking out the bishop into c5. When he is taking the bishop into c5, the best move in here, in the previous video I told you, so the best move in here is pushing the pawn into c3. So in here taking the pawn into c3 by black pieces, it's not a good idea. So your opponent is not taking. So if he takes your pawn into c3, what would happen? So you should go and watch the previous videos. So in this video I'm showing you that if your opponent is not going to take your pawn, so in here your opponent just taking out the knight into the center. So therefore in such a situation, the best move in here is to pushing the pawn into e5. So this one is the best move in here. So in such a situation, the best move in here for black piece is to push a pawn into d5. This is the best move in here for black piece. If your opponent as a black doing such a thing, you should know how to behave and how to do that. So in here simply you have to put your bishop into b5 simply, and now your opponent putting the knight into e4, as e4 is the most famous square, and majority of the players they are doing the same thing. So there are no need to explain that why he is deciding to put in this e4. So e4 is the best place for knight in this position. So when your opponent is doing so, you are simply taking the pawn in the center, and you have this brilliant sequence of the center, so your opponent cannot attack. So the best move in here, so majority of players, 90% of players, they are giving this simple check. So they are giving you check. In here it's very easy for you, and you should cover this check with your knight or with your bishop. So you can do both options. So I'm suggesting you, it is better you should cover it with your bishop, because you want to exchange all the materials. After exchanging the materials, it is very easy and good position for white, but for black it is not a good option. So in here majority of the players they are exchanging the bishop. So now you have good move in here and taking back with your knight. So in here also majority of the players they are taking your knight, so you have to take it with your queen. So when you are doing all these things, you are reaching at this level and you are reaching at this position, but it's better to do one another thing. For example, if your opponent take back your knight, in here you have the base move also. Before taking the knight, you have this good move, you have to take another knight by check. So when your opponent takes the bishop, so now you damage the sequence of his pawn, so it is also an advantage for you. Now you can simply take the knight in the center. So in such a situations, for example, if your opponent has go to the castle, so you also go simply to the castle. So now you have a very good position in here as a white piece, but black, see, it's completely damaged for him, and he has not a very good. The only move here for black is to pushing the bishop into g4. So in here you have the base move, and that move now is you should not exchange your knight. Your knight in this position of the game is very strong rather than your opponent bishop, so you should take it back. And in here you see, my dear friends, you have lots of good options. In here you have attack from here, and also here you are controlling, and also you have this move in the future. So therefore you have the winning position in here, my dear friends. In every videos I'm telling you the different lines, and in this playlist of Scotch Gambit, I'm showing you the all the variations and different lines that you can play with your opponent. So if you have any doubt, if you have any suggestion, you are free to ask and write it in the comment section below. I'm going to bring lots of good videos that should help you to get rich in a short time, and enhance your chess skill and your ratings and playing with different opponents. So thank you, my dear friends, for watching and taking your time, and please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends.